Introduce yourself.
Hey, what's good? My name is Dante. Y'all can follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram at longlivesheik_, or y'all might know me on the book, Nick Perez. But man, shit, we're just gonna talk to y'all about losing people, facing it, accepting it, and living with it. Cause the whole time heal everything, get better in time. That's all false. Like, it don't get better, nothing don't change, time ain't bringing them back, none of that. Like, this year, 2021, it really was the roughest year of my life. Shit, Valentine's Day exactly, I lost my grandma. From March to June 3rd, I lost my parenting time, my daughter. July 15th, my mom passed away. And then August 18th, my cousin, more like my brother, passed away. Like, it never got better. Starting from my grandma, it never got better for real. But like, you can look at me, you see me outside, still be smiling, joking, laughing, whatever. Cause like, y'all could mope around. I always say everybody you got an option. It's either you gonna fold or you gonna accept it, live with it, and learn how to live with it, however you feeling. And turn that hurt or that pain or however you want to chop it up into something good. You work out, turn that hurt, turn up in the gym. You get money, put that hurt towards that money. You sports, put that pain in sports. It's all on what a person want to do, how they carry it for real. Like, shit, I could have folded back in February, but shit, I'm here in September in front of this camera smiling, talking about how I lost my folks. And bitch, at the end of the day, I'ma still close my eyes and say, man, this shit hurt, but bitch, gotta wake up the next morning. People got kids, responsibilities, priorities. Nothing don't stop, life don't stop. No matter what you going through, life still gonna go. Kids still need parents, the job's gonna replace you, everything keeps going. Life don't stop for no pain, no hurt, nothing. And nothing. Like, 2021, just thinking about this area, which I know a lot of people lost a lot of people. Like, a lot of people lost a lot of people, and like, every week we seeing somebody say, rest in peace this person, rest in peace that person, I lost this person. And it ain't even COVID, it's us. So that make it worse, because it's like, if we doing this to ourselves, and that don't make it no better.
Introduce yourself.
My name is Joseph. Call me Biggie, Guwap, from Trenton. Know me in Willenboro, but you know, African, Liberian. Shout out my LIBs. You know, we all over the world. Definitely. That's it. That's it.
So, let's tell the audience if you're comfortable with it, or let them know what you've been going through in the last couple months.
So, I just buried my mother August 13th. She passed away July 20th of 2021. That shit was like out the blue. The night before, it was like a regular conversation. So like, I ain't gonna say I took it for granted, but it was so regular. I'm already premeditated for the next day to talk to her. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna talk to you tomorrow. I gotta go to work, gotta go to sleep. All right, you know, whatever. And the last words was, I love you, Mom. I love you too, son. So once I clicked the phone, I'm so used to the same thing going over. I wake up in the morning. I don't live with my mom. I got a crib. So I wake up in the morning, shower, call her on my way to work, or I'm at work. So it was regular. But on this particular day, it was weird because I woke up late. So once I woke up late, I'm like, damn, it was just feeling kind of weird. So I went, did my whole regular routine. I get in the car, I get a text from my friend like, yo, call your brother. Something going on at the crib. So I'm like, all right. So call my brother. He's like, hey, Mom, not doing too well. My bad, shit kind of. Mom not doing too well. they about to take her to the hospital. She had trouble breathing. So I said, all right, well, call me. If it get bad, I'll come down there. I live in PA. I don't live in Jersey. So it's like, I'm not there. Get to the job, I get another call, like, your mom's unresponsive. So now I'm like, how'd it go from she going to the hospital to get checked up on to now she unresponsive? So now I'm rushing to the hospital. Now I gotta pass in my crib to get to the hospital, so I stop, get dressed, I get another call. Now mind you, all this is going on while I don't know what's going on. So they all in Jersey. I'm the only one not in Jersey. I'm in a whole nother state. My aunt calls me again and says, yo, she might not make it. So now I'm thinking like, yo, it went from she going to the hospital to get checked up on. She's unresponsive. Now she might not make it, and I'm still 30 fucking minutes away. My bad. We can cuss. Can I cuss? All right. So I'm still 30 minutes away. So I get another call. Now the reason why I'm telling you all this because I got to understand my thought process in this shit. I get another call from my sister-in-law. Now she's crying, but I'm already in denial mode. I'm like, yo, y'all niggas not about to tell me my mom just passed away. No way. So I can hear her mom in the background. She can attest to this. I hear her mom in the background like, don't tell him, don't tell him, don't tell him. Whole time though, I'm still in denial mode. Like, I don't care what y'all talking about. Like, you're not about to tell me what I think you're trying to tell me. Although that's what you're telling me, I'm not accepting it right now. Although you didn't tell me, you still kind of told me that she's gone. If I hear somebody in the background saying don't tell him, that means. So now I'm driving. I get 2 more phone calls. And I'm like, look, if y'all not going to tell me what's going on, don't tell me nothing. Stop calling my phone. I get to the hospital. I see everybody outside crying. I'm still in denial mode. I walk back in the hospital. I open the door. I open the what do you want to call it? And I don't know, y'all ever heard that expression, laying on my deathbed? Like, I literally saw my mother lay on her deathbed. I flipped. And what makes it more messed up is after she passed away, I had to go back to work 2 weeks later because I wasn't getting paid. So I had to go to work. I had no choice but to go to work. It's either I sit here and be broke or I go to work. Ain't nobody gonna put money in my pocket. Ain't nobody gonna make sure I'm cool. Yeah, y'all can do it for a certain extent, but y'all got your own shit going on. Mind you, everybody else in the family getting bereavements, and I don't get that. I'm temp. I work at a bank, but I'm temp. I don't get those perks that the average person might get if they got a death in the family, especially with a mother. I ain't even ask her. I'm like, yo, do I get, like, they like, nah, you don't get that only because you're temp. So 2 weeks after she passed, I'm back at work. Funeral ain't even happy yet. I'm still working. I ain't got no choice. Like, when you ain't got no choice to do some shit, you kind of got to just do the shit. Like, there ain't no other choice. Either go broke or do that. You know what I mean? So, it was tough. Toughest thing I've been dealing with by far. And I'm going to be real. It changed me, like, into a whole nother person I probably never thought I'd ever be. Like, I can't even explain this shit. And the people that know me the most, they know I changed. They can tell. You know what I mean? Like, and this ain't nothing I can explain to people. So when they ask me how you feeling, I be like, man, what you think? Like, my mom gone, nigga. Like, I don't feel nothing. Like, she gone. And I still gotta go on with life because life don't stop. It just don't. That shit keeps going no matter what. So if I sit in my crib, don't do shit, guess what? It's still gonna go. So I've been dealing with that. And that's by far the toughest thing I had to deal with till this day.
I think it's about time somebody heard.
Do you think us black men, it's hard for us to do this?
Opening up and showing emotions all the time, yeah, because we are looked at in the community and as society as a whole, as a provider, the person that's supposed to be strong for everybody. You know, I'm not saying don't nobody really care about us and don't ask us about our feelings, but do people actually ask us about our feelings? Nah, not really. Not at all. So I feel as though if you're brave enough to open up about your feelings, then, you know, you're brave enough to sit in front of a camera and tell somebody your feelings. So
Tell me how you feel. Introduce yourself, firstly.
I'm CJ. I'm 25. And yeah, I don't know what else you want to know.
What's been going on? Talk a bit about your upbringing. Some childhood, whatever.
So basically, my upbringing was I was raised in the system. I'm a system kid. Basically, I was adopted. If you don't know what system kid means, like I was brought up in the system. I don't really know the story behind me being in the system. I hear from one side I was taken away, from the other like somebody called them and I got taken away. I never really learned the real story, and to be honest, I really don't want to, because it might set me back like a lot. So my mind ain't ready for that yet. I don't care how old I am. Nah, I ain't ready for it yet.
How was that? When did you realize in your childhood that, how certain kids, they'll tell you what's going on? When did you realize as a kid that your childhood was different?
I knew it was different from the way I was treated. I knew how it was when I was treated right off the bat, because I was raised in my family. Like I got adopted within the family, and that person that adopted me treated me different from her kids. Like she treated her kids a certain way, but everybody else could see how I was treated. And I seen how I was treated too. But at the time I was too young to speak up on it, and if I did, like basically I was the punching bag in the house. Like anything happened, I got blamed for it. I got beat for it. I got punished for it. So it's a lot of mental and emotional scars that never really fully healed ever. So every now and again I get a flashback and I zone out, or like a certain situation to trigger me that'll remind me of my past. So yeah, it get real in the field, to be honest.
Have you forgave them?
I learned as I got older to be a very forgiving person. But they always say you could forgive, but you can never forget at all. And that is so true. And also it's another saying that I go by. Once you say something, you can't take it back, because that person has heard it. So they could replay it in their mind as many times as they want. So I watch what I say a lot, because you never know how it's going to impact that person in the long run, or emotionally or mentally, for that matter.
Okay, moving forward, when did you get up out of the house that you were being abused in?
I wouldn't say I was being abused at all, because me being abused, it mean like I wasn't being fed, I wasn't being clothed properly. That person did all of that for me, all of that. Not even gonna lie, they did all of that. But I left around, I want to say the age of 20, 21, maybe 22. Not sure, I don't remember. Like I bury stuff so deep, like I don't even remember it. That's how deep I buried. So.
Were you trying to push yourself out of the house even at early on, 18 to 21? Was it a struggle to, like, I gotta get out this house, I gotta get my finances together? Or were you comfortable at that time?
So my thing is, the time of comfortability was over once I turned 18 and I graduated high school. And that person was trying to push the military down my throat, like go to the Marines. And I'm like, I didn't really want to do it, but I have always been the type of person to make everybody else happy and never myself, because I always put everybody else before myself. So in the process, I said I tried the Marines, and I was training with them for like a month, and I realized like I didn't want to do that. And then they told me the time away. They told me the length of time that I would be away from home if I was to like go on active duty or go to training. Training was like 90 days, basically 3 months. I would be gone. And like, yeah, nah, I couldn't do it. Couldn't bring myself to do it. I just couldn't. I kind of, you can say I punked out. Yeah, I did. I punked out. I just couldn't bring myself to do it. I really couldn't.
Do you hold yourself guilty for that?
Some days I regret it. I'm not gonna lie. Some days I do regret it. But at the same time, I feel like it was the right decision to me. Like, it was for me. That was the first decision I made for myself in a long time. So, yeah.
Sounds like it was a good time in your life when you said no. But it still feels like you felt weight behind it, like, damn, I said no.
Oh, I mean, it was some consequences or repercussions behind my decision, but one thing I learned how to do in life is always take the hard way and never the easy way out. Because I feel like you learn more from the hard way than you do the easy way.
That's like it right there.
But like, shit, man. That's
Really, how do you keep that smile on your face?
shit. Me, man, I'm just a silly motherfucker for real. Like, I always gotta crack a smile, crack a joke. That keep you going. Like, that keep you going. Like, it just keep you going. You can mope around, but that don't make nothing better. Like me, I smile for my daughter, my boys, my friends, my loved ones, my girl. They keep me smiling, making other people smile even while I'm going through whatever I'm going through. That make me smile even more. If I can make somebody smile while I'm hurting the worst, that's a lot. That get me going through the day. That's good. No? Yeah, man. What's up, Stinky?
One thing you said that stuck with me, you said as life goes on and responsibilities still kick in.
Hey, man, life goes on, man. When my mom died, the house is up for sale. Everything. That shit ain't stopped for me. I had to get out the house, move out, do everything. Like, nothing stopped. Like, nothing stopped. It's from, in a matter of a week, my whole life changed after my mom died. Everything was different. I had to do her bills, make sure everything good in her name. So it don't backtrack. Baby. Yeah. The show's still playing. You neglecting the Coco Mother. But yeah, like, life don't stop for nothing, no matter nothing, like nothing. You can have a job. I lost my jobs when my grandma died because they only was trying to give me one grieving day and had me come back to work the next day. Like, yeah, nothing don't stop, bro. So like, after that, I was just like, hey, look. Like after the working thing, how they carried it, I just realized like, they really don't care. Unless somebody really care about you, they don't really care about you. Nothing stops you. It ain't gonna stop. They tell you one day, you take 2 days, they gonna replace you on the 3rd day. Like, it don't matter. It doesn't matter. Shit just keep going. Life keep going. Bills keep rolling in. Priorities still there. Everything there. You just lost the person. Mama.
How does losing people add to people's depression?
Shit, man, that's how I lost my mom. The depression. She was hurting from my grandma, but like, I watched that. Like, I really watched my mom change in a matter of months. Like, depression. See me, how I feel about depression. I don't know. I ain't the best person to talk about depression because I'm a strong believer on like, it's all on you. Like, I know depression real, but like, at the end of the day, it's really all on you. Like, somebody sit there and say, oh, I'm depressed, get a new job, and then all of a sudden, they good. So it's like, that was all a mind thing. So that's like, you get fired from that job, what, you going right back to depression? Nah, it's a mind thing, but at the same time, like, it's just like, if you already depressed or you already feeling down, you lose somebody, it's like, damn, what's next? Like, like, I was depressed for like, I was depressed for a little bit. When I lost my parents, the time my daughter, I was depressed. And then everything just started hitting me. It's like, you know, they always say it get bad before the good come. But at the same time, it's like, damn, how much bad can somebody go through? Or like, when do the bad stop? Or, bitch, when do a little bit of the light come at the tunnel? Like, it's like a mental thing, but at the same time, it's real. Like, depression is real. I feel like 50-50, like 50-50 real, it is real, like I'm stamping it's real, but at the same time, it's like a mindset thing. Like, I could sit here and after this interview, go sit in my room or whatever and think myself into a depression. Or I can just go about life like, man, yeah, I lost my folks, but this is what they would want me to do. This is how they would want to see me. This ain't what they would want me to do. They won't want me to, oh, I lost my people, let me just go turn to the streets. My folks won't want that. Nobody folks really want that for real. Get out of here. But
sometimes people use that
for an excuse or a crutch. I ain't gonna say excuse, I say a crutch. Yeah, they do. Shit, I was thinking like that too, like, man, F everything, nothing matters no more, but like, that don't bring nobody back either for real. So it's like, my best way about going about things is just thinking like, this is what they would want. This ain't what they would want. That's how I go about it. Plus I ain't no street nigga nowhere, so I ain't about to just hop streets to get my shit blown up. Shit.
I don't know how I do it. I just do it.
Basically, because it's just personal, man.
Yeah.
Personal.
Yeah.
The way you dealt with this changed me. Honestly, it's alright. Let's just tell them straight up. We grew up being Kobe fans, so that's kind of like embedded in us. But I never thought that you would be able to tap into that when it came to something like this.
Right.
I never thought you would be able to use the Mamba mentality when it came to death.
Right.
Especially the death of your mother.
Right.
And so like, I feel like you changed the way I looked at life.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just talk about that a little bit. How did you said, fuck it, I gotta keep going. And that was just your mentality.
Yo, cause like, when you break all this shit down, it's really on you. Like, can't nobody do this shit for you, bro. Like, your moms, your dad. You know, I told you this. Remember I told you back in the day, you can't lie to nobody. You can lie to your mom, you can lie to your dad, you can lie to your dog, sister, granny. You can't lie to yourself, bro. Can't nobody do this shit for you in life but you, bro. Like, and I accepted that a long time ago. So when my mom passed, like, everything just became personal. Like, that's why I'm kind of running with that right now. Everything personal. Because it's just personal to me now. Like, whatever I'm doing in my life is personal to me. And I'm not considering nobody else when it comes to how I'm moving from here on out. Because I never really did. I was always considering other people before my mom passed. But once she left, I looked around like, well, dang, what I got left? And grandma's still here, pop's still here. I get that, bro. But that mom love is a little different. Like, when you've been getting it out the mud since you was younger, it hit a little different. So once I seen that, I'm like, yo, if I fold now, I'm never gonna be able to excel. And if I wait, shit gonna just fly past me to the point where it's gonna be, I can catch up, but I always say this, I wanna play what's next. I don't wanna play catch up. I'm tired of playing catch up. Been playing catch up too long now. What's next? That's how I'm looking at all this shit right now. What's next for me now? Like, that shit ain't easy, bro. Like, you know, like, I'm trying to get it out there so people can understand, like, this shit took years of, like, practice and reading books and watching YouTube videos, studying shit. Like, I ain't just do this overnight. Because if I did, which I didn't, I would have been did it a long time ago. I would have been got over some shit. I still ain't get over some shit. I just let go of a grudge for almost 10 years. I had held a grudge for 10 years. I had this since 2011. I just let that shit go this year, 2021. So like, I'm always gonna learn is what I'm gonna do with that. You feel what I'm saying? Like how I'm gonna take that and excel at it. Shit ain't easy, Lou. You know that. I'm gonna be real. So my depression started like 2015, 16. Probably after high school. Shit got real after high school. You know how that go, man. You in high school all day. Shit is a game. Once you got out of high school, you're like, oh, this the real deal. Like, it became overwhelming. Like, over the years, I didn't know how to address this shit, how to even talk about it. Like, and when I did at one point, it used to get ran back. Like, I used to vet the motherfuckers. I used to run back and tell people shit. So it came to a point where, all right, well, I ain't telling nobody nothing. Because if I'm telling you something, how the hell he know about the shit I told you? He shouldn't know about this shit if I only told one person. How the fuck 7 people know? You know what I'm saying? Like, so it make you want to be concealed. Like, well, I ain't telling nobody nothing. So you build it up, and then you don't know how you gonna react to certain shit. So you might lash out, you might cry out, you might try to do some shit. Like, you don't know. Like, everything just take time, bro. It's a mental game. It's a time thing. It's a belief thing. Like, you gotta be built for this shit, man. You have to be built to survive. Like, I live alone. I don't live with nobody, and my mom's gone. So I want people to understand the pressure that I gotta do every day. I get up, my mom's not here. I got 7 nieces and nephews. I got goals, and I'm like depressed and angry and all type of emotion every day. I gotta go to work with a mask on every day. Not a mask like a other mask. I've been wearing a mask before Corona. Way before Corona happened. I've been wearing that. It's different. So you gotta be built for this shit. I keep saying that because I really want people be thinking that shit supposed to happen over in a day or a week or even a month. Man, that shit take time, bro. But if you ain't gonna be built for it, you ain't gonna survive. It's just not.
Okay. So we back, man. And, sound like you dealt with something similar to me when it comes to repressed memories. So what I've learned from repressed memories, when things pop up from childhood, we have to deal with them because the way the memory works, things get stored deep, deep back. And when they pop up, you have to address them. So what we usually do, what the human mind does is we push it back. So when you push it back, we got a lot of junk, a lot of trauma, a lot of unresolved things back there. So my advice to you, and not only to everyone, in ways that I know I feel, is when something pops up, no matter where you are, you have to see it through, and you have to let it go. You know, I know it's easier said than done, but when you see it, don't close your eyes to it. Because it ain't even like closing your eyes, because you're seeing with your eyes open. If that makes sense. You're seeing a time in your life from way back with your eyes open. But we can still close our eyes to it with our eyes open. If that makes sense. But yeah, I feel like dealing with repressed memory is very important for all of us. That's just some advice to you. How do you usually go about it when the memories pop up?
Sometimes when I get a flashback, I really just zone out. Like, I really just sit there for a long period of time and just let it pass, because that's all I can do. Yeah, pretty much just let it pass, because there's nothing really I can do. Like, I'm stuck. I gotta relive it again.
Do you feel like you fully processed, I guess your traumatic events or like your emotions? Like, do you really feel like you take the time to really dissect them and actually analyze and like actually take a look at like, hey, like this is what I'm feeling, okay, like you acknowledge your feelings? That's a simple way to put it. You feel like you acknowledge them, or you just let it go?
That's a big part of it.
So,
because you have to acknowledge your feelings.
So with your question, I'm going to say I do both. I acknowledge my feelings, yes. I take part in my feelings, I do. But at the same time, I repress them still. Simply because I'm not an emotional person at all. I become completely desensitized. So as of
happen that much, that's why you feel like
yeah, as of right now, like I'm numb to a lot of shit. Oh, excuse me, damn. Yeah, I'm numb to a lot of things and also very much nonchalant. So I'm trying to get a hang of everything. Like I've been through so much, like, and expressing my feelings throughout my childhood years and teenage years. Like I got called a punk. I ain't gonna say the B word, but that, you know what I mean. Man up, put some hair on your chest, get some nuts about yourself. You know, any and everything you could hear in the hood, basically growing up. I've heard all of it. So now that I'm an adult, like all of that stuff played back. So now I don't. I try not to feed into my feelings as much. All I can do is repress and push forward.
Now that you're an adult, in what ways do you feel like your past experiences affect you now in your daily life, or like your daily experiences?
So I suffer from bipolarism and bipolar depression, and suicidal tendencies. So one moment I could be at the top of the world, you know. I'm not saying I'm happy, no, not saying that at all. But I could be in a sort of a good mood. But I could snap like this, snap immediately. Like I could get mad. I'm not gonna get sad, I'll get mad. The only times I show my depression is alone, when I'm alone. I have to be alone when I'm depressed. And it's not like a whole, like I can't get out of bed situation. Is my depression actually, no, my depression actually makes me move forward. Like it's like a drive. I turned it into more of a motivation than a anchor. It doesn't weigh me down. I make it push me.
So you transforming, you basically transforming that energy.
Yeah. I weaponize my depression basically. Like I've used it to my advantage.
How do you do that?
Basically, I ain't never backed down from anything. So when it came to like processing death or, you know, thinking about death, like causing myself any type of harm, I use that as a weapon. Like I have to find something to do. So I'll push myself to get up and go outside.
So now my question to you is now, just you're saying that you weaponize it. Do you feel like because you weaponize it, that takes away from you actually trying to overcome the issue itself? Like, do you feel like because it's almost like, do you feel like you disregard it because you weaponized it? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like instead of you trying to like get over it and get past it, do you feel like that kind of like, I guess, stops you from doing that? You see what I'm trying to say?
Oh wait, repeat that. I'm trying to grasp what you're saying, but
I'm so okay.
Go ahead. Yeah. Because I'm trying to follow.
Because you weaponize it, you feel like that takes away from you actually overcoming the actual issue of you battling depression.
I'm gonna say yes and no, because in a way it is holding me back. I'm not gonna lie. In a way it's holding me back.
Because you're still technically not dealing with it by doing that. You really that, right?
More suppression. That's all it is. That is all it is.
Way of dealing with it, though. I mean, like, you can take sadness and turn it into something like, okay, so it's like somebody's feeling heartbreaking, they can solve it. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like.
So I'm gonna put it to you like this: depression affects everybody in a different way.
Absolutely.
Depression affects everybody in a different way.
Everybody's with different too.
So the way my depression affects me, it makes me move. It makes me want to move. I get myself up and I go move. I have to. I don't sit down. Cause
First time I ever heard say that. That's so interesting.
yeah, I don't give up. I have never been the person to give up. I've never been the type to give up on anything.
Right.
I got to see it through, my boy. Do you feel me? Got to see it through, my boy. Got to see.
You can't even process. You can't process failure, and like your brain don't allow you to process defeat almost.
Nah, I don't quit on nothing.
That's what I'm saying. Like you
I
can't even process that.
I don't quit. I don't quit
So
nothing.
you don't.
These niggas ain't playing fair. But like, it's all about how you want to go about things, man. You gotta find something that shine in a little bit in your darkest moments, and just make that do what it do. Like, you can lose them, but you still got him, her. Like, God, and then like losing my folks like really made me just, man, you gotta really appreciate who you got around you, and really cherish that. Don't take it for granted, because folks is dropping left and right. Folks is getting older on this. We getting older, so that means only the people that was already older only getting older. If we not getting no younger, so it's like you just gotta take that and cherish the moments that you get. Cause the whole here today, going tomorrow really been the storyline for 2021. Stinky, we ain't off like that.
A lot of people lost this year.
Oh yeah, man. Rest in peace to all the folks, man. All the good folks, man. Rest in peace, man. This year, yeah, man. Like all together this year, bro. I think all together, like family and friends, I think I might have lost about 7-8 people this year. Family and friends, about 7-8. Where it's like, and that's all like simultaneous, like all back type shit. Like, I ain't had I never got to, bro. I lost my grandma in February. I never got to grieve on that, cause my baby mom drama right after that. Then my mom's, I never got to grieve on that, so it's just like, I've really just been learning how to live with it for real. That's like the best thing to do for real. Live with it.
So let's get them to some gems, man. Let's get them some inspiration throughout the fire. How do you power through?
Man. First thing first, for real, like dead serious, get your mind right first. Like take that time, get your mind right, cause them thoughts gonna run through your head. It's crazy thoughts gonna run through your head. First thing I'll say is get your mind right. Like don't try to just do something cause somebody's saying, oh, do this to get your mind on. You do stuff when you feel as though it's best for you. Everybody deal with pain and losses differently, so like get your mind right first, and then like just I don't know, man. It's hard to say it depending on who's listening. Mama, it's hard to say it depending on who's listening, but like life goes on, man. Just look forward, for real, cause looking back ain't gonna help the situation. Like just look forward, move forward, keep going forward, cause you looking back, everything else going forward. This shit don't stop. Maybe you gonna get your first poppin'.
Keep moving forward.
Yeah, I'll just say keep moving forward and just accept it. I ain't saying forget the people or I ain't saying it's perfectly fine that they gone, but accept it. Like just accept it, embrace it, and turn that hurt into something good. Turn the motivation. Yo, you bipolar for real. That is.
I see why you said sorry, but
Yeah, bro, I was crying. That's why I ain't giving it too much attention. I know she faking. Yeah, man. Some more gems for the folks, man. Free all the guys, man. Nah, for real though, like, shit. Losing people. What else, man? Losing people.
do you want to say some things about the people you lost, or just give a shout out to people that we love?
Yeah, man. Rest in peace.
You know.
Do you think basically a lot of people don't have what it takes to get through this life? I mean, the obstacles, the day-to-day fights, the losses.
I say this: they don't know they can do it. They know they can do it. They just don't know it. Nobody's telling them. Like, we getting misled. Like, people getting misled nowadays. Like, okay, for example, you'll see somebody drop what's that shit called? Somebody drop what they did. Okay, say I do a business and I say, all right, I'm gonna sell what I did. I'm gonna teach y'all what I did, how to make money.
Class.
They don't never tell you this shit don't work when you first start. It might just not work. It might take a year. It might take 2. They don't tell you this shit though. So when it don't work in the first month, you're like, fuck it, next. Give it some time. You don't even know. It gotta unfold, bruh. Like, and they'll use it for certain shit and not even know. When you waiting for your food at the restaurant, you wait, right? Most of the time. They're not bullshitting. So why you can't wait for your breakthrough? Or why you can't tap into yourself to, you feel me? Like, exceed. Like, nobody telling them. They don't know. They just, if you sit down and really tell somebody, yo, you can do this shit, it's a mental thing, I promise you, they'll change their whole outlook. But how can I tell somebody, or how can I explain to them something they don't even know? I gotta break it down to them first. Like, nah, bro, let me tell you why you can do it. And at that point, once I give you it, you gotta do it now. I can't make you do that shit. So I could tell you everything all you want, but if you don't do it for yourself, it ain't gonna work. So you can come tell me, yo, Joe, you need to hit the gym. Yo, Joe, you need to get another job. No, Joe, you need to do this. And what if I just say, all right, bet, and don't do it? You gonna look at me like, all right, well, I can't help this nigga then. What, I'm supposed to keep telling him? No, I'm gonna tell you only a certain amount of times. After that, you gotta do it for yourself. Everything personal. That brand coming soon, don't worry. I'm working on it. Yeah, everything personal. I'm working on it. I'm working on that.
Like one of the candles earlier.
Oh, did it?
Oh,
That's me. Yeah, that's your boy. That's your boy. Yeah. That's your boy. That's your boy. I took a break, but that's your boy. I'll be back with that.
it smells good.
That's your boy, man. That's your boy.
That's your burn down. You don't mind.
Look, man. Shit. What I got coming out right now? I'm chilling. As a matter of fact, I'm about to go on a hiatus, social media for a month. So anybody about to see me, I'm about to go in my bag. When I come back, I'm dropping everything personal. I'm dropping candles. Look, man. I need to go find myself real quick. So I'm taking a break from everybody and everything. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's so hard for us to take social media breaks. This is like you really hooked, right?
You gotta do it and go.
All you gotta do is just do that shit. Like, what?
It's really not that hard. Literally, like, once you get off social media for like about an hour, like when you tell you about to quit, you delete everything, just leave.
That because they think they missing something once they not on there.
You're not missing
You
nothing.
ain't missing a goddamn thing.
You ain't missing nothing.
You ain't missing nothing, bro. Like, what? Bro, listen. You're not missing a damn thing. Like, I'm about to cut. Yeah, bro. I didn't cut social media off for months at a time, bro. Like, it's not hard.
I did it for like, I want to say a little over half a year before.
That shit is not hard, bro.
And it's so funny because like when you come back, it feels like a whole nother realm because you've been so like detached from it. So like you be feeling like the world you in. Like I was in real life for a whole 8 months. Come back and then it's just like now you come back to social media and it's just like, wait, what the hell is this shit?
And then it be
This shit ain't real.
it be the same. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. It be the same shit. Like, I watched somebody complain about the same thing for a year. I said, damn, a year? This nigga ain't do nothing yet. Like, yo, he been complaining about the same thing for a year.
Question: is social media adding to people's depression?
Yes, because you're getting misled, right? You see the outcome of niggas grind and think it's supposed to happen like that, but niggas don't show you what they've been doing. They show you the outcome, respectfully, rightfully so, because you like, man, I ain't about to be showing y'all. Like, when I dropped all that pounds, I was showing niggas out at the gym, but it was a point in time I just stopped showing it. Like, I'm gonna just pop out one day.
You don't gotta prove nothing. People feel like they gotta prove shit. That's why.
You feel me? But then the people that gotta prove it, you get misled by other people because they think like, damn, man, I want to be like that too. Like, I watched this rapper post his struggles after he made it, and the comments, they literally said, yo, we don't want to see that. We want to see you with chains and car. I said, damn, bro. That is crazy. We don't want to see the struggle. We want to see the cars. We want to see the joy. We want to see the money.
Oh, so they want to see the reward, not the word.
The funny thing is, famous people might be the most depressed people in the world. So.
At ease, bro. I was actually happy when I was broke. I'm not broke now. I ain't rich, but I was broke at one point. I'm talking about, you said, remember you said you gotta have $5, nigga? I ain't even have $1. I was still happy though. So, that materialistic things don't mean nothing, nigga. That's just a reward for them. And I don't even like material shit like that. That shit don't do nothing but distract what really is going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas don't be thinking, bro. Like, they think this shit is just supposed to happen like that. Or they think they entitled to some shit. You ain't work for that. This nigga been working for 3-4 plus years. That's why he at where he at right now. You keep going on social media every day thinking, all right, you gotta pop up one day. No. You don't work. You don't perfect your craft. You don't want to really do it. You're just doing it because he doing that shit. Do you even really want to do that shit? Like, that's a question you gotta ask yourself when you're doing these shits. Like, yo, do I even really want to do this shit? Or am I doing it because I think it's an easier way out or whatever? Like, you gotta really want to do this shit, bro. Whatever you want to do. I don't give a fuck. You want to sell lemonade. You want to sell lemonade? Go find the best lemons.
Lemonade is good hustle though. I ain't like that. I was good.
Man, listen.
First representative.
He probably was, man. I think he probably was first. And honestly, bro, I'm gonna say this too. Like, when people see me now, they see how I'm carrying my mother's death. And I'm telling them, this shit is not easy. If I make it look easy, man, you want to come to my crib behind after hours and see how I really be. Nigga, what? Like, matter of fact, my mom's birthday is on Saturday. I'm trying to mentally prepare for Saturday. And I don't even do shit like that. I'm usually in the moment, but also like in the future, if that makes sense. So I prepare for the moment, but a decision I make right now might dictate something next week. So if I make a decision now, I'm like, all right, bro, we do this shit now. Next week it might not be there, or you might not be able to make that same move. I'm already trying to figure out how my emotions going to be on Saturday. No, my mom's birthday is on Saturday. I don't know this shit, man. Like, I'm just carrying it because I realize I ain't got no choice.
Celebrate.
I'll write that down. Call you.
Celebrate.
What?
I'll call you Saturday.
What? Oh, Saturday, yeah. Call me Saturday, man. My Duke's birthday. Nah, we gonna celebrate, man. We gonna do it.
You gonna go out?
Yeah, man. Come pop out with me. All right, man. Let's go, man. We gonna do it.
I think we
That's a fact.
normal, but like embrace that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Like, listen. This shit been the hardest shit by far, bro. Like, and I really can't explain this shit to nobody. That's why I'm glad I'm alone right now, because I really don't even want nobody getting that close to me, bro. Because it's not what you think it is. Like, and you ain't gonna be able to understand this shit or feel it. It might be too heavy for you. You know what makes this shit worse? It's worse when you already was dealing with shit. I wasn't happy before my mom left. I wasn't in the right state of mind before my mom left. My mom was the one that was pushing me to go to therapy. Like, yo, go to therapy, son. Like, I'm like, all right. Now she's not here. How you think I feel? This shit just got 10 times worse, but guess what? What I'm supposed to do? I ain't got no other option but to keep going. That's it, man. You ain't got no other option. That's it. I told you, I can't register failure in my head. I can't register giving up in my head. Gotta be a realist.
You actually feel defeated then from your depression.
Nah.
Did you feel like
It made me-
like when you were younger?
At times, yeah, I felt weak, but at the same time, in those weak moments, I knew I was stronger than what I was.
Right.
And what can I say? I just became stronger than what I needed to be. But I feel like at the same time, when you become strong, you lose sight and don't consider everybody else's feelings around you. And that's kind of sort of what happened. I lost sight of my feelings along with everybody else's. So, kind of got lost within touch of myself, but I'm in touch with myself, kind of.
Let's talk a little bit about that never give up mentality. How do you channel never giving up while being depressed?
Cause I have a constant reminder of what my depression did to me. Constant. If you want to see it. Trigger warning.
Wait, what are we saying?
It's a safe space. He wants to show us something.
Oh,
I mean, if I have a constant reminder.
You don't have to show us.
You sure? I don't mind.
but whatever you're comfortable with. This is your interview.
All right. I live with the constant reminder of the self harm that I put myself through on a daily basis. Some of these are from recent. I slipped up in the month of August after 4.5 years and cut myself. Over right here in total, we have 120 cuts. Yeah. I have unfortunately, I still have blades in my house. I do. I'm not gonna lie to you. I do have blades in my house. But depression will make you do some things you never thought you would do to yourself, let alone other people. This isn't the only thing. I live in constant reminder that I almost attempted to take my life 3 times. So those were some big motivators. And honestly, everybody know about these. Everybody know about the cuts, but they don't know about the suicide attempts.
My question to you is, when you feel like, let's say like if maybe like tomorrow you feel like you get an urge, have you fought like your urges in the past?
So my urges were at their peak about my urges were at their peak about 3, maybe 4 years ago. Like after I got out of high school, my depression had hit a head, and I felt like didn't nobody care about me. The world was against me. I was against myself. I was against everybody else. I didn't want to talk. You know, I was at a point that I was so sensitive. Like if somebody was to come up and ask me if I was okay, I'd nod my head. I wouldn't even answer you. And then after I got done answering you, like I'd go find somewhere to cry at, cause it's like that sensitive. It was that sensitive. So, but it's not even just these. Like I even tatted death on myself in, you know, different forms. I got numb on my hand. Got alone on this hand, because these are all the things that I felt over the years. Hell, I still feel numb and alone today. I don't have no support. I'm by myself out here. Granted, my whole family live in Trenton or are around, but I don't have no relationships with them at all. No moms, no dads, no brothers, no sisters, no nothing. Like I don't talk to nobody. My phone stay dry 100% of the time. I keep myself busy with work. That's my coping mechanism. Matter of fact, that's not even a coping mechanism, it's a deterrent, basically. That, working out, writing poetry, those are deterrents for me. So, or getting more tattoos. So, that's pretty much what it is. I've opened up about it, but I haven't gotten in depth. It's the difference between opening up and getting in depth with something. And I have never really reached the depths that I am right now. So I feel like, you know, I'm in a calmer space to do so. So yeah, I'm gonna put these up because they look like they scaring y'all. Don't get me wrong, I want to get them covered up because every time I pull them out, like, summertime is the worst year. Summertime is the worst time of year for me because I don't have no choice but to wear my arms out. And if I start a new job somewhere and they make me take my jacket off, I gotta wear my arms out. And people get to talking like, oh, he used to cut himself. I'll be like, yo, I'm grown. If you got a question, just ask me. I'm not going to deny you an answer. I'm an open book. But
So, how are you now?
to be honest, depressed, but not feeling depressed.
I mentioned you just don't
Study songwriting
you do it
online
for
with Berkeley's renowned
damn near free. Since I was met. You was just anybody in the city, you wanted to go anywhere, you'd take them anywhere for $5. And I just
In
felt
Trenton.
like- In Trenton.
In Trenton.
Don't take them anywhere in Trenton for $5. I just felt like a person that was able to do that and that's willing to do that. I don't know. I got in your car. I'm like, yo, this guy is. He's got the same energy as me. Like he's got a lot of positive energy. It's like, where you need to go? Just hit me up whenever. And like, I would have never known this. I would have never known this. You know what I'm saying? So it's like people really do hold up. They hold it all up for society. And when you was doing that hood, did you feel like you was doing something good for others? Because I know you wasn't doing it for money, clearly. So why did you do that for $5?
So the reason why I started the whole hood Uber thing is because I work. I already make money. You feel me? Like the reason why I set it so low at such a $5, like, cause you know I'm pretty sure anybody got $5. Anybody can have $5. If you don't got $5, I feel like that's a problem. Like I really do. Yeah, it's a joke, but I'm dead ass. Like I'm dead serious. Like I'm dead serious. I feel like if you ain't got $5, I feel like it's a problem. But I did it because I know the people at Trenton, like you gotta work with them, and other people are chalk you. Like they really chalk you. Like from South Trenton going to North Trenton. Somebody charge you probably what, like $15 for a ride, probably $10 to $15. Me, I really sit there and I'll be like, yo, just give me $5. Like I'm not even tripping. I'm not.
And that by itself is just like, it speaks to your character, you know? Whether you know it or not. That's what I got from it. I'm like, it's one of the coolest niggas I know. Like, it'll take me anywhere I need to go. And my car's been like, my car's been down there 3 months now, on and off. You know what I'm saying? So it was like not, and we would have good conversations in the car.
I
We play
gotta.
good music. I just thought you was a person that was just living great. Not to say you're not living great because you're bad on a couple things, but the way you held it up to the people that got in your car was amazing. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like you have that inside you. You know what I mean? You have that. Whether you do it for others, you can do it for yourself. You know what I mean? So it's crazy though. It's all coming full circle. But you have that in you. You can hold up that positivity. If you're doing it for a stranger, you can do it for you. You can hold that up and listen to your music. So I just want to leave you with that because understand how you impacted a stranger. And I'm just one person that got in your car. It's probably, I don't know how many people you gave rides this summer.
A lot.
So,
I gave a lot of rides.
You gave those people something that they needed. You know what I mean? Like, there was one time I was like, you know what? You said $5. I think it was $5 a stop. I'm like, let's go everywhere. I want to go to the liquor store. I want to go there. And I was just talking in the car. I'm like, yeah, this is really my boy. I just met you. But that's how I connect with people. I just connect. I don't, you know, we put bridges on how we can connect. I'm like, I even said, bro, let's start a hood Uber company, right or wrong.
Yeah, you did say that. I remember you said it a couple times.
Homegirl Nicole, rest in peace Ravi, rest in peace my grandma, rest in peace my mom, rest in peace Nate, rest in peace Daquan, rest in peace Sheik, free the guys. Everybody just keep y'all head up, man. Keep it pushing. Just keep it positive. Stay out the way, stay out the mix. If you in that shit, be safe as possible. That's it, man. One day we gonna come together, whatever that day come. You wanna say something? Word.
Yeah.
Hold on. Get off of it.
You got something else?
Nah.
Tell them who they rocking with.
Yeah, man, it's your boy, Long Live Sheik on the gram _ Nick Perez on the book. When y'all see me outside, just call me Tato. And this little Mila.
Now it's like it's about me now. So do that.
Tell them who they rocking with.
Trend Talks, man. You know, gotta rep the brand a little bit. Got the brand, Lou?
You get the.
Did you get the shirt? Yeah, man. Huh?
Mike.
Oh, my fault. My bad.
Yeah.
You know. You know what I'm saying? Oh look, I got the Kobe shit too. Man, that shit still with me.
Shit embedded.
That shit embedded in me, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Nah, man, listen to me.
He's still going. See, this is natural. He just.
Listen to me, bro. Just make yourself happy. That's all I'm saying. If you don't do nothing else, make sure you happy. That's it. That's it.
Make sure that you stay happy through all this stuff.
I'm keeping it real with myself. Like, and I'm starting to do more things. Like, I might start going fishing. I ain't never fished a day in my life.
I'm gonna go fishing so bad.
Yeah, I'm gonna start going fishing. Like,
I'm coming with you.
we can go fishing. I'm going fishing. Like, I'm doing more things. Like, I'm just expanding everything. You know what I'm saying?
What we doing Saturday?
That's off cameras, man. We can't talk about that on the camera. Yeah, that's off cameras.
Alright, cut.